And a good Monday afternoon, Roger Hill of Weathering Heights, VELCO Weather Hazards Forecaster. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. Big picture you can see here. A lot of rain with snow on the leading edge. It dropped a little bit of snow and it's now moved up into parts of northern Maine, taking a quick track into New Brunswick and parts of Quebec. We're replacing that, of course, with more of a off and on rain shower activity, and this will continue through the rest of today. We have several weather systems to watch. First of all, we have a broad trough of lower pressure that's kind of elongated with a large ridge of higher pressure off the west coast. This is an extreme weather kind of event here, the way the signature is with this upper level low. It's also coinciding with a lot of moisture, and this is a tropical storm Zeta. Zeta is going to clip the northern Yucatan Peninsula, develop into a Cat 1. As it does so, it looks like it's taking yet another track in the vicinity of the mouth of the Mississippi in Louisiana, maybe just a little projected east of where many tracks have already occurred during this tropical cyclone season for the Atlantic Hurricane Basin. It will continue a little bit more of a northward track. There's a trick here because as this trough of lower pressure will push in, it'll coincide with this moisture, and potentially we could see some pretty good snowfalls across southern parts of New England, believe it or not. That would be some wet snow as well, and some of that getting into parts of Vermont. We'll have to watch just how far north the track of Zeta is, and that will determine a lot of where that wet snow will fall and how much. This is our current colder air mass here. We're kind of basically on the edge. Right now we're getting warm air advection working on in around this area of higher pressure, and of course an area of low pressure to our west that's going to be tracking on through. This is of the substantially colder than normal temperatures in the interior west. It's also causing Santa Ana winds, and very strong. There's gusts over 70 miles an hour in some locations in Southern California. So as we run the model, you can see this is overnight tonight and then into the day on Tuesday, into the day on Wednesday. We can see the colder air kind of temporarily work on out before another push of even colder air, anomalous temperatures, about 5 degrees below normal, kind of slides a little bit across Quebec and northern regions. You can see that there. And this is a Friday, so best chance for potential snowfall, some wet snow, probably Thursday night, Friday morning. We'll see how this all works out. Then a ridge of higher pressure builds in for a really nice day on Saturday, despite the fact that it's relatively cold, and so forth. Incrementals look like this. This is Zeta, and you'll watch its track. This is our little bit of snow. It's now pushed off to the north. Showers basically die out overnight tonight. A little bubble of higher pressure begins to ridge on in. We can see that. And then very late in the day, some moisture might make it in here. It looks like the most latest models kind of have this fall apart just a little bit more. But conditions are such that we'll have every other day as a project weather day with a few caveats. Now, what ends up happening is we get this moisture coming in, and this is the moisture that works on in. It looks like along about Thursday night, Friday, we have some issues here with a little bit of wet snow. And again, this will overspread. It looks like parts of Massachusetts, southern New Hampshire, southern parts of Vermont, and it's really a question how far north it gets. Typically when these happen, it's going to depend on the strength of this area of higher pressure. There'll be plenty of cold air aloft, so that will mean probably some wet snow mixed with rain on valley floors. Kind of a tough situation, all of this taking place on Thursday night, Friday morning. And once this system pushes on out of here, high pressure begins to build in for a beautiful day on Saturday, albeit on the chilly side. And then after that, it looks like beyond that point, we'll be watching another weather system working in on Monday and Monday night, where we could also see some precipitation. And you're looking at the 3-hourly QPF here. We'll take a look at the total QPF, and you can see that it's just about every other day. A little blip here, a little blip there, next blip, and so forth. So not a lot of precipitation in the sort of central and northern parts of Vermont. Only about a ½ inch total for this 7-day period from the Weather Prediction Center. But notice down to the south of us, we're looking at much more heftier amounts, kind of associated again with Zeta and the track of Zeta and what it does and how far north it will go. Here's your 2-meter temperatures, but we'll check out what's going on at the 850 hectopascal level. Any temperatures below 0 degrees centigrade support snow. Any temperatures above that, rain. And this is where we are currently. Things get colder, try to warm up a little bit. Colder again, try to warm up a little bit, and so forth. Seeing we are in the season with rain mixed with wet snow, temperatures overall will be averaging around 3 degrees below normal. This is the meteorological output statistics mean. Daytime highs, that's kind of how it's set up. About 3 days later, looks like this. So it definitely gets colder later in the week. Switching to the tropics, again, we have Tropical Storm Zeta as of 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time. Again, it's going to be taking a track out in the western Gulf of Mexico and then cutting across the mouth of the Mississippi, maybe a little bit to the east, and then take more of a track off the coast here. The further north it goes, we'll have a lot of dependency on just how it affects us with either wet snow, rain, or not a whole lot of precipitation at all across northern areas. That's it from here. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights. Thanks for watching.